Hello, welcome to Sageology. I'm Amythyst. Yes, I've changed the name from Sage Circle to Sageology, which is actually my registered business name anyway. So I am doing channeled messages with Mary Magdalene today. She has been trying to get my attention for a few days, and I think it's now time that I come forward with her channeled messages. As I was shuffling the decks I'm using today, they were flying out all over the place, everywhere, flicking on the floor, falling on the bench in front of me that I'm using for this reading. It was just pretty full on. So I am going to use all the cards that fell out, and then I'm going to pull some extras as we go. I do not use WhatsApp, okay? I will not cold canvas looking for work. If you do want to contact me for anything, my dates are in the description box. My Facebook page is also Sageology, and my Facebook group is also now Sageology. Everything's been swapped over from Sage Circle. Okay, I've written down channeled messages from Mary Magdalene. I've done some activations with Mary Magdalene, and I'm going to read what the channeled messages are, and then we'll do the cards. This video should be about maximum 20 minutes at that. Okay, so channeled messages from Mary Magdalene. This is what I've written, okay? It's all written down. Mary Magdalene says, remain in peace. Do not have your fears captivate you. Cleanse your soul. Eject all negative forms of existence from your cosmic and celestial beings. This includes foods, thoughts, and anything human and subhuman that lowers vibrations. Flush your core and your DNA. You are wonderful and are very loved. You are pure at your purest connection to spirit. Please wear reds, pinks, creams, tans, and royal blues or dark purples for a 21-day period to reset your system. Attempt to valor silence. A space daily that allows complete silence, not music or on platforms, and have rich nutrients to replenish your soul. Rich nutrients, Mary Magdalene means organic foods and things. This will align your subconscious to activate codes of long-forgotten sovereignty. We love you, we know you, we support and pray for you. Keep roses near you or wear rose oil, and place a spiritual rose in your heart center. Loving and supreme prayers, Mary Magdalene. Wow, how beautiful. So if you don't have rose oil, but you might have some rosehip oil that you use in your face and things, if you can pour yourself a bath or even soak your feet, pour a little bit of rosehip oil in it. You know, if you've got some rose incense, or you can get some rose incense, light a candle that smells like rose, just anything that associates or has rose. You might have some rose body wash, some bath bombs. You know, you might have a scarf like this one that I've got on the bench here. That's roses, you know, just things like that. Have everything near you to do with roses. Put some roses on your phone if you can. I'll probably be doing the same thing today. I'll find some nice roses and put them on my phone as my screensaver and stuff. So I love these messages. She's basically saying everybody's aligning and moving upwards through their path to activate codes and for long forgotten sovereignty. It doesn't matter what your gender is, okay? It doesn't matter what your gender is. So let's see what these cards are here that are all flicked out. Channeling with Mary Magdalene. Are we ready? Talking to spirit. Let's go. First card. Your path alone. Whoa. Now you might have Celtic stuff in your bloodline, some Scottish, some Celt, whatever, Irish, whatever your bloodline is. It could have that sort of a background. If not, it doesn't matter. Take that message from Bumblebee. Your path alone. This is your path to walk, okay? Next card. I'll channel shortly. What do you seek? Oh, there's a sigil on there. Look at this boy. He's beautiful. What else we got? Weave your reality. Wow. Spider. Spider represents the medicine messages of spider are feminine power, of course, Mary Magdalene. Creative or artistic, having patience, bringing balance into your life, that type of stuff. So, you know, weave your reality. And we've got unorthodox approach. Oh, beautiful. Look at this big boy. There's some geometric stuff going on here and in the background. And the last one for this lot is Tell your story. Oh, throat chakra in bloom. And Mary Magdalene did ask you guys to wear some royal blues. There's a bit of royal blue. This card, this card, this card, this card. Here, there's blue in every one of these cards, okay? Tell your story. So let's let me channel off this. Mary Magdalene, what would you like to say? Oh, she is so lovely, guys. Mary Magdalene's energy is just beautiful. Her hair, the color of her hair, it's very long. It sweeps across her hip bones. She's quite thin. She's tall for a woman, how I'm seeing her. She's about 5'7" maybe. She is just gorgeous. She's like I said, she's thin, but healthy thin for her age. She reminds me of one of the girls that would be, you know, constantly at a yoga retreat, or, you know, constantly has hippie music playing in the background and little bells on her ankles and things like that, that type of energy. She's really lightweight on her feet. She walks around quite gently. You can't sense that she's coming, but you know, she sort of just flitters around. She's very intelligent. She knows a lot of information. She has a lot of otherworldly information. She's saying that there's two specific numbers that are of importance here for anybody that's watching this, 27 and 34. Now, you could combine them as 27, 34. You could switch them up to 2, 4, 3, 7, whatever, but those numbers are of something significant. She's saying that right now. Mary Magdalene, what would you like to say? Yes, she's saying that it's okay to go against the grain. It's okay to do things that you wouldn't normally do in a community environment or amongst your family or in your spiritual path that is expected of your industry, your path, whatever it is that you do. You know, you might be on a lot of spiritual social media groups and things like that, and you're seeing more and more things that are getting posted, and you're going, oh, that doesn't really like fully vibrate or align with my thoughts and my beliefs, or something in my very system just thinks, oh, that can't, so there's something missing, you know. Mary Magdalene's saying, come from that unorthodox approach. You don't have to be up in people's spaces about it. You don't have to let them be aware of it, but you just need to bring that into fruition and have that proper wholeness and awareness within yourself. Again, she's asking people to have a vow of silence every day. I'm assuming if you can wear those colors like she's asked for that 21-day period, do a vow of silence for that 21-day period as well. I'm going to be doing the same thing. Even if you don't really have a lot of those clothing, but you could wear those colors in your undergarments and socks and things like that, hair ties and stuff, earrings. Doesn't have to be clothing, even your fingernails. You know, you might paint your nails, get your nails done nude and red or something, like just really bringing those colors that she's asking. Okay. Also, she's saying rose quartz, to be instilling with some rose quartz. She's saying your path alone, and as I've said, that ties in with the card before that, the unorthodox approach. She's saying this is your path. You're the one who's walking it, even though you might have a lot of support and a lot of networks in your life, or you might be very supportive and create a lot of networks for others. It's a mirrored sort of thing. That this is still your path alone. If you removed all of those people and all of those situations out of your life and all of those little courses that you can do and all the other bits and pieces, this would still be your path. But you've taken the conscious steps to align with what you're supposed to be doing on your journey to get to that level of consciousness down the line, right? What do you seek? Weave your reality and tell your story. What is it that you're seeking in this life? What is it that you need to have growth within yourself, to feel like you've hit some sort of a milestone? Mary Magdalene's saying that people are going to have that space within them appear very soon. One of the very first things she says here is remain in peace and do not have your fears captivate you, and to cleanse your soul. I'll read it, the rest of it. Eject all negative forms of existence from your cosmic and celestial beings, okay? This includes foods, thoughts, and anything human and subhuman that lowers vibrations. So you might smoke marijuana, for example, but get a bit paranoid. I don't smoke anything. That you might get a bit paranoid and you think, oh, but I never used to be like that. I used to smoke a bit of weed and I felt okay, or what have you. That's because you vibe high. That's because you've ascended. You're going up and up and up through the spiritual realms, through the spiritual channels. Your vibration is going up. You might be doing some different activations. Like you might, if you know, we always talk about the 5D and things, but maybe you should be now working on 6D, 7D, or 6D at the very minimum. Activations, and don't just do one 12-minute activation and go, hooray, I've done it. Like you have to do those meditations and activations for at least 12 months before you can even consider the next dimension. You know what I mean? It's sort of up to the individual. Again, it's your path. What is your unorthodox approach? Okay, but she wants you to find out what it is that you're seeking. What's seeking you, and what are you seeking? Because it's one of the same. And to weave your reality, don't worry about what's going on around you. You're on the exact path you're supposed to be on. If you're thinking about leaving your job, you're going to blow caution to the wind and quit your job. Do it. You know, so you can walk the different path that your soul's calling you to. You know, what is your reality? If there's things that you know you need to work on yourself because you know you're very spiritual, but you do get a little bit judging of others and things like that, just ask Mary Magdalene to help work with you. Ask her to do prayers for you, but also in turn do prayers for Mary Magdalene. And to tell your story, just because your story mightn't be the same as the next person's, it doesn't mean your story is not valid, and it doesn't mean that your story shouldn't be heard. Now, if you're thinking about writing some poems and posting them on social media and stuff, go for it. Do it. Do whatever it is that you need to do to tell your story, but make sure your throat chakra is in alignment with your true calling, okay? Mary Magdalene, we've got Crystal Blessing. Grandmother Crystal Diva, Cathedral Light Beret. Oh, wow. Wow. She's giggling. Mary Magdalene's having a giggle. So pull out your crystals, okay? If you've got crystals, or you can do some crystalline activations, you might, sometimes I post on my group and stuff, like, for example, rose quartz, alchemy, vibration frequencies and things like that. Citrine ones, I've done jade ones, I've done all sorts of different ones up on there. I haven't done them myself. I've shared them onto my social media platforms, and this is what you might need to do. I'll have a look for some and put them on my group. If you are on my Facebook group, Sageology, I will find some stuff today and put it up there as well. So you need to vibe in that feminine energy. Now we're dealing with the higher vibes here, the higher ancestral feminine blood energy going on here. You've got some support. Oh, look, we've got another spider here. Okay. What did I say? What spider? Says self-mastery. Topaz. Oh my God, the number 27's come out. I mentioned 27. Thank you. I shouldn't say, oh my God. Self-mastery. So this is a topaz. So this is exactly what I'm going to look for. Actually, I think I've posted a topaz one before. I'll find it and I'll post the topaz frequency today onto my group, and I'll find another one that links in and matches. Okay. So again, self-mastery. Spiders represent feminine energy. We know this, Mary Magdalene. Creativity, being artistic, having patience, seeking balance. This is what you're working on, following your path, coming from that unorthodox approach. What is it that you're seeking? All right, we've got nurture yourself first. Oh, refine your attention. Change tracks. Yo, I just said if you want to quit your job or what have you, you know, and do something different. Change tracks and do something different. Yay! Follow your path. Follow your path. What is it that you're seeking? Okay. Wow. Just give me a minute. Let me channel. Nurture yourself. Now, I've written on here these channeled messages down the bottom here. What have I written? Have rich nutrients to replenish your soul, and this will align your subconscious to activate codes for long forgotten sovereignty. Okay, this is what you've got going on here. You're going through these phases of vibration. You might feel tired, you might feel achy. I say this a lot when I talk about shifting and vibrations. Again, there's a difference between an alignment and an activation, okay? And an attunement, all different things. But you are attuning, you are aligning, and it says refine your attention. So what doesn't need to have your attention, let it go. Your children might be little shits at the moment, being back chatty and mouthy and giving you a hard time, for example. You need to let that go, and I need to practice those things as well. I don't need to let everything get under my skin so quick. I'm a high level empath. I'm actually a Hyoka empath, and things charge through me very quickly. We've got change tracks, okay? Do something different and nurture yourself. So whatever that means to you, walk away for some friendships, look for new friendships, do some prayers with Mary Magdalene, print out a picture of Mary Magdalene, do some research on her. There's multiple different stories about her background, okay? Don't get all wrapped up in that bullshit drama. Just come from that space and have a connection with her. Mary Magdalene, what would you like to say? She says, be creative, and she's clapping her hands. Be creative. She wants you to get creative and how you're going to refine your attention and how you're changing your tracks. That is a form of self-care, she's saying. That is a form of self-love. Don't do things that you know lowers your vibration. If you love karaoke, but you don't like going to a specific karaoke place that you go with all your friends, but everybody's like, that's the place that we go to karaoke. You don't always have to go to that place of karaoke. If you don't like the vibration in that building, you don't have to do it. You can find somewhere else to do karaoke. This is just an example. Refine your attention and change your tracks. I am getting told that singing would be really helpful. It's interesting that karaoke came up as a specific example. Sing, play some music and sing, but you also need to have your vow of silence every day, even just 10 whole minutes. It might seem like a long time, but 10 minutes. 10 minutes on your drive to work, you sit in the car with your phone on silent, so you can't check your phone, you're not looking at your phone, and you've got no music playing. If it's a 10, 12 minute, 15 minute drive to work, you do that vow of silence to work every day for 21 days, okay? There's ways around things, but you need to do something different. What have we got here? Light bearer, oh, angel, and trust. Oh, look at the colours, beautiful. It's an all-seeing eye here. It's your third eye stuff going on. Trust the journey, trust the process, okay? Trust what you've got going on in your life. Trust what it is that you need to seek. Trust that what it is seeking for you is you're seeking it at the same time. You mightn't even know. You think, well, I don't know what I'm trying to do here, Mary Magdalene. What do you want to say? Yeah, thank you. She's saying every single human is flooded with light, even those that are in complete darkness. She said there is still always light because that is their true north. Even those that feel as though they are an atheist, for example, and have no connection to source, they're always having a connection to source. They're just not awake enough or have chosen to slumber through this life now, so they don't learn the lessons that they're supposed to, okay? They don't want to. Now, it could be also a part of a person's journey to not learn lessons in this life and just to observe and take all your information back, okay? So, we've got here, you are wonderful and are very loved, okay? You are pure at your purest connection to spirit, where reds, pinks, creams, tans and royal blues or dark purples for a 21-day period to reset your system, okay? We've got flush your core and DNA, so you might need to do a bit of a DNA attunement. What would you like to say? Yeah, she's saying just trust the process, trust the journey. And there's a lot of people in spirit praying over you. They're doing laying of hands, which is like Reiki, but it's very different. Oh, Heaven's Gate, look. I just said, you know what, these cards are phenomenal. It's got full of codes and everything. I just said, that's the backs, that you have a lot of support in the spirit realm watching over you. Heaven's Gate, this is what's going on for you here. Just trust. We've got shadow. Oh, and can I have one more, please? Abundance. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so Mary Magdalene, what would you like to say? Don't be scared, she's saying. Don't be alarmed of shadow. Don't be worried about shadow. Treat shadow as a vibration, even if you're very adept in understanding the process of shadow or what shadow is to you as an individual and to a collective, because it means different things to different people. Don't be alarmed. Come from that space of knowing shadow is a vibration. Treat it like a vibration and rise up. You have to raise up and lift your vibration. And that does say that in amongst what I've written here, okay? You need to be able to align your subconscious to activate codes of long forgotten sovereignty. That is about raising your vibration. So don't worry if a bit of shadow stuff creeps up. She said it's all part of the parcel, it's all part of the package, it's all part of the plan, and walk your path how you want to walk it yourself, okay? And you've got the abundance card here. She wants you to know that you are abundant, you have the love and support that you need, that some of these things are coming up in your life now when they could have come up 10 or 15 years ago, and you think, why am I trying to deal with this stuff now? And she's saying this is why, because now's the time. It's the time in your time frame to push through it. She's actually saying that Mary Magdalene has been with a fair few of you through your whole life. She's been with you. You may or may not remember a woman coming to you with a red sort of shroud over her when you were younger, or a pink shroud or what have you, or a woman just being in the same space as you. You might used to go to a park like a botanical garden, or you might have just gone to your grandmother's garden, or you could have been like at a church, or you know, anywhere at a christening, anything, and you've seen this woman with this red sort of cloth around her, and that was actually Mary Magdalene, okay? Ooh, this is flicked out. Take the lead and ask with sincerity. Again, this is all about your path. This is all about what you've got going on. This is your path alone and your unorthodox approach, which is actually going to give you a good boost. Mary Magdalene, can I have 2 of these, please? We're going to sign off in a sec. Teacher, Shatakite, to kite, Shaktuk kite, I don't know how to pronounce it, woof, teacher. No, this is about your clan. This is about loyalty, okay? Just look at that bubba there. You might be doing some nurturing here. There's some storm clouds going on in the background here, but there's still light. Again, even in the darkest developments, there is still light. That shadow card come out. Give me one more of these, please. Going within, the Boji stone and inner worlds. Wow, this is shamanic. This is about going on a shamanic journey. I don't recommend people to go and do soul retrievals. As a shamanic witch myself with a good, hearty, healthy background in shamanism, I don't recommend that people just go off and watch a video and do a shamanic journey to go and do some soul retrieval. I think if you do need to do something to do with soul retrieval, you actually contact a professional, a shaman or shamanic witch like me, for example, okay? But she's saying this is all about your path, going within. There's those royal blues that keep coming up everywhere. Can I have 3 of these, please, to sign off? Mary Magdalene wants to thank everybody for coming in and tuning in today. She says she loves you all. Grow together. Oh, wow. So some of you guys could be on a soul journey with a loved one, a twin flame. I don't get into the twin flame stuff, and I won't even right here, right now. But there is definitely, if you're not with that person now, they're coming there right now. They're in alignment. Call them in. Call them in. They are part of your spiritual journey and your path and your growth. Even though it's your path alone, you can still walk along your path while they walk along theirs. But they're calling you in if you're not together. If you are in a relationship with somebody and you do love them to that capacity and they love you, this is the confirmation. Okay, beautiful. And the last 2, thank you. We've got the key to wisdom. Oh, I love this card. This card came up the first time I ever used the deck. So be wise. Listen for messages and synchronicities. Jot some things down. You might draw light codes. Look, there's light codes all through here as well. So I recommend if you do light codes to actually jot them down. And the last one is, oh my gosh, look at this. How beautiful is this card? Set it free. There's been a lot of triangles I've noticed have come up today, and a few owls have come up as well. We've got birds, we've got swans, okay? Wisdom. Wisdom is the owl, all right? Messenger and wisdom. Set it free. What doesn't serve you, what's no longer working for you. Mary Magdalene is asking you to set it free so you can progress on your journey. Again, raise higher, vibrate higher, eat certain foods, drink certain liquids, sleep better if you can, change your sleep pattern, wear certain colors like I suggested, get that rose oil out if you've got it and have some time with the roses, you know, and remember to do some prayers. So thank you very much, Mary Magdalene, for coming in today. Any last messages before I sign off? 2222. Thank you. Mary Magdalene saying that everybody is beautiful. Everybody is so pure. You mightn't feel pure, but you have this purity about you that the spirit realm sees. She looks over you like you're her own children. She looks down from that heaven realm, from that heaven's gate, okay? She's looking over everybody and showering you with love and blessings and prayers. She said, don't be surprised if you find some roses somewhere where you wouldn't normally find them, or if they're growing in winter and it should be, you know, they're a summer flower, and just wherever you live, whatever your situation is. And that covers carnations as well. And it's interesting because somebody gifted me a carnation today, a beautiful bronze and gold carnation. So I'm going to Google that in a while and put some messages up on my group. So either way, thank you very much. Thank you, Mary Magdalene. Much love and prayers. Thank you. Goodbye. I'll be back. Love, Amethyst.